What up, everyone? Happy Monday. Finally getting some beautiful weather here in Ottawa. It's very hot this upcoming week. Prime summer weather, so it does help with the mood overall. And so far, it's been a pretty good summer. I want to say from May. Um, you know, Everything's picking up on the agency part, and I'm pretty behind on my Monday. It's currently 1:15, and I tend to go to the gym around 12, but I had a few things to catch up on in the morning. First of the month, I got to do the PNLs, so that's going to be pretty hectic later today, and then I got to handle all the behind the scenes stuff. So pretty busy morning. Headed to the gym now, and then I'll get back on the grind when I'm back. But as for the agency, everything on the front end is looking great. Finally, we're consistently getting closes, and we're scaling on that front. So it's good to see finally. After a few months of pretty depressing numbers, we're finally seeing some decent green, so it's good to see there. And on the back end, everything is still running smoothly, ever since I want to say March. So it's good to see the consistency across the board. I'm super proud of everyone on the team for sticking to it, and it's only up from here. Hopefully we'll have a very nice summer, and everything continues to be bright on that end. But speaking about having a good summer, I do think that crypto will have an amazing summer, an amazing June and July. Then we probably chill in August and have a massive move September, October to finally end our 4-year cycle with crypto. So if that does come to fruition, I'm very confident in a big move happening in June, July, but the final move later in the year, September, October, I'm not the most confident, but as of now, I'm fully positioned, fully allocated to crypto stocks such as Coin, CLSK, and Mara, as well as a lot of alts across the board. I do not hold any Bitcoin, which so far has hurt me and hurt my portfolio, but I hope everything that I've been planning for does happen with alts, and it could make my year in literally just 4 to 6 weeks. So if anyone knows how crypto moves, it moves very fast, and you need to be positioned way ahead of time. So I do think that Bitcoin should find a low sometime this week around the 102, or we already made our low late last month at 103, which is like 3 days ago or 2 days ago, Saturday. So 102, 103 range is kind of my bottom. We already hit 103. We still could hit 102 sometime this week, but for me, I'm already positioned, and I'm playing it as if the lows are in. MSTR has been foreshadowing the Bitcoin moves. It failed to make a higher move 2 weeks ago, and so we did see some Bitcoin weakness when we broke out to new all-time highs. We didn't have a big burst, and MSTR was weak, so we did have a dip, and now MSTR the last 2-3 trading days has been showing relative strength, while BTC has been pretty much going down ever since. So it's good to see on that front. If the correlation with MSTR is still an accurate measure for Bitcoin, then we should be at lows right now and headed to new highs. 112K, which is the new all-time high. We'll break through that, and then we'll get real price discovery. This kind of reminds me of October, November, before we had our true price expansion after the election. So we had our previous all-time high last March at 74K. We ranged basically all year in a big bull flag, and then before the election we had to move up to 74K. Then we dipped back to like 68K, having double top callers and all that, those people, and then we just exploded through. I think like 3 trading days after, we exploded through a new all-time high. Now, I'm not fully expecting the same thing here, but I do think we'll have an amazing June. You know, BTC 120K by the end of the month is my target, so that's a 20% move from here. And I do think by mid-July we'll probably be at around 145K. 140 to 145K is my target for this next leg up for now. Then we should see alts actually having 10-20% days for a while. Hopefully, fingers crossed. That's what I'm expecting. And ETH has been showing relative strength as of late, just ranging in a big bull flag alongside ETH BTC ratio. So I'm pretty confident in that. And so with ETH showing relative strength over Bitcoin for now, means that on the next leg up it'll likely outperform, which means that crypto stocks such as Coin, CLSK, Mara, which is what I hold, you know, the high beta risk assets, come on bro, should outperform hopefully MSTR, you know, so MSTR and IBIT, which is the Bitcoin ETF. So that's what I'm banking on. And you know, Coin on this next leg up, my target is 430 to 500. So, you know, I have some cons that are pretty down bad expiring in August. I do think they will get revived if Bitcoin can hit if Coin can hit 350 by the end of June. So we'll see what happens on that front, but everything is going according to plan, according to the new plan. You know, obviously Q1 is when I thought we'd have a nice alt season, and that didn't happen due to all the tariff stuff. So everything's been delayed to this summer, in my opinion. So May and April were pretty good months, and June I think we'll start seeing some euphoria into July, and then we could take a step back from there. So we'll see what happens. The stock market is basically ranging between 5850 and 5950 to 6000 ish. We're just trading in a big range. It's been 3 to 4 weeks now, and we had an inside week last week on SPY, so we should see upside sometime this week. You know, I'm thinking with job reports later this week, we could probably see a nice move and finally break out from this consolidation, which is completely normal. You know, after we basically bursted 1,000 points from the April 8th lows, ranging here and chopping everyone up is completely normal, while other single stocks are outperforming. So this isn't anything bearish in my opinion. The VIX keeps coming down. IWM is close to a major breakout. SPY QQQ just ranging. We're seeing money rotate into different sectors every day, and you know, bonds as of late have been reacting decently well. We do have some hot prints coming in. You know, GDP came in at 4.6% is the projected GDP for Q2, I believe. And you know, after having a negative print on GDP in Q1, people saying we're headed to a recession due to these tariffs and all that. It's encouraging to see some more expansion into the economy. So that's very, very good for the stock market and crypto as a whole. So it's good to see on that end. And you know, I'm still sticking with everything that I'm saying. April 8th are the lows. We're not revisiting those lows, and we should be having a very good summer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little recap. I'm gonna be doing a charts video probably tomorrow, and I believe I'm gonna go, if I have time tomorrow, if not Thursday, I'm gonna go test drive some a few cars that I've been wanting to test drive. So probably gonna go head to the Mercedes dealership and the BM dealership. I'll vlog that for you guys, and yeah, if you guys want to join a free Discord with like-minded individuals, you know, traders. We have around 200 members in the Discord, completely free. Link is in the description below. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It does help it out a lot, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.